How we doing, everybody? UFC Thoughts here, and today I'm going to be recapping UFC 315 Muhammad vs. Della Maddalena. Wrapped up yesterday. I was too tired. It was like 1:30 in the morning when this card wrapped up. There was no way I was recording at that time. Um, Actually, really solid card for what it was. I thought this, usually these cards do deliver heavily for some reason. I don't know what it is about the cards that don't have a crazy ton of fun appearing fights that just end up actually being good. I did solid on picks. I'm an 8-4, so I did somewhat good, but I got the main event wrong. Speaking of which, let's get right into it. Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. Dude, Jack looked really fucking good in this fight, man. He looked really fucking good. I literally can't state it any further. Jack Della Maddalena. I don't see anyone else. I don't see anyone beating him now. This is a fighter. I've been wrong before. I don't think I've been more wrong about a fighter's trajectory than Jack Della Maddalena. And his ability to stay on the feet with Belal. Defended takedowns beautifully. I mean, Belal didn't shoot a lot early on, and he didn't shoot a single takedown in the third round. Belal just stood there with him and struck with him and shot takedowns every 2 minutes. In certain, like round 2, he did that. Round 4, he did that. Round 5, he kind of did that, I guess. Oh shit. But man, this was dominant almost. You can even argue that Jack won 5-0. I gave Belal round 4. That's about it. Some 2 judges gave him round 1. I have no idea how they did that. Jack Della Maddalena outstruck him and also landed the best shots of the round. And that's really all it was Jack Della landing the harder, better shots, and Belal standing there, taking it and throwing back, but when he landed, it didn't have the same impact as Jack's did. That's literally all it was, and Belal implementing the clinch scenarios throughout the fight. This was a really good performance, and if Jack looks like this against Belal Muhammad, first of all, how bad is Leon Edwards? By the way, how bad is Leon to lose to this? This makes a Jack Della Maddalena fight even that more exciting because he's not able to really get controlled. He's improved his takedown defense. Dude, Gilbert went like 7 for 11 on him, and Belal went 3 for 9, and he didn't even really get 3 takedowns. They gave him a takedown in, which was round 3? No, they gave him, okay. Because apparently they gave him 2 takedowns in round 4, I believe, on the broadcast. And I was like, he didn't fucking take him down. Jack is just too good. He's too squirrely. And he times his big movements to get back up perfectly. Like in round 5, when Belal finally took him down, Jack literally just bucked. And did it at a perfect time when Belal started to try and creep into like top mount. And Jack literally bucked his whole body off of him and then just stood up. And then the other takedown, he was like flat on his back and then just decided to Derek Lewis that shit and stand up. You can't hold me down if I don't let you. You know what I mean? And then he started teeing off again. His combinations are too good. His boxing is too good. He doesn't even need to implement kicks. He's genuinely just the best boxer in the division. He just is. Nobody's going to be able to stand with him if they're standing like that. Because, dude, Belal actually looked solid on the feet. And that's another thing, is Belal was landing on Jack. It's just he didn't have enough power. He was landing some solid shots of his own. Didn't have enough power. And also at a certain point, Jack just didn't respect him. Now, there were moments where Belal was walking Jack down a little bit. Looked like the momentum was about to change, where he was stalking him, kind of pressing him against the fence and landing combinations. But then Jack would unleash like a 6-punch combination to get him off of him, landing like 3 or 4, and Belal's head was just like pinning up and down. Jack fucked him up. Like, visually fucked him up. Had a split lip. There's a photo that Dana White posted. You know how he posts like the medical shit. afterwards. Bilal's lip was split open. He had a broken nose and a broken orbital. So Bilal's going to be out for probably a year, if we're being totally honest. He's probably not going to fight for a long time. And Bilal, I really don't know what you do with him at this point. And Jack's going to fight Islam Makhachev. That's first. In the meantime, to matchmake the welterweight division, do Shavkat versus Sean Brady for a number 1 contenders fight. Joaquin Buckley versus Usman. You can do the winner of that versus Bilal. So if it's Buckley, give him a Bilal fight. If it's Usman, give him the Bilal fight. Those both make sense. Usman more so because he has the beef with Bilal Muhammad, and that'd be a way to get Usman back in the title picture. But Buckley, if he beats Usman, just give him the Bilal fight to settle that down. And then Ian Gary versus Leon Edwards. Those are all fights that, 1, make sense. 2, rankings-wise make sense. With the title picture going on, we have a 155 moving up. That fight's probably going to take place at UFC 221, 222, whenever the Abu Dhabi card's going to be, because 320 is September. I don't know if there's, because 318 is July, 319 is going to be August, so yeah, 320 is going to be September, and 321 is most likely going to be October. They might double up in October, to be fair. But yeah, I think that this card, listen, not this card, Jack's good. He's too good for these guys. He is too good. That was a really good fucking performance. Let's check the rankings out. So Bilal's going to probably move down to 1. These guys are all going to move down. Jack's going to become champion. Jack is like the first, like, I guess you could say Dreykus and Ilya as well. These newer gen fighters are already taking over. Jack Della Maddalena debuted in 2022, guys. And he has 8 fights. And he's won all of them. Most of which by finish. He's a fucking and here's the thing. Even people that picked Jack Della Maddalena, I don't think they realized how good he was. They picked him by usually early finish. They usually picked him that he was going to catch Bilal early, because Bilal is going to he's going to try and get respect on the feet first, and he's going to clabber him and knock him out in like the first 3 rounds. Dude, Jack fucking dominated Bilal for the most part for 5 fucking rounds, dude. There's like 1 round I can see an argument for, and it's 4. And that's what the round that every judge unanimously gave to Bilal Muhammad. Jack is just too good, man. He's too fucking good. Great win, great performance. I am so excited that Jack Della Maddalena is a champion, dude. This motherfucker, he's got so much aura, and he's just so fucking, he's so badass, dude. He's such a badass. And you know it's going to be entertaining whenever he walks out. I think the only non-entertaining fight of his was probably like the Kevin Holland one. And that's because there was like no hurting going on there. It was a lot of Kevin just jabbing his face off and Jack slightly outworking him. But we move to the co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Dude, this was a close fight. Round 1, very clearly Shevchenko. Round 4, very clearly Shevchenko, only because she knocked her down. That's literally it. Round 2 is Fiorot. Round 3, I gave to Manon. This one's a swing round, and so is round 5. In my opinion, scoring this live, I think I had it 3-2 to Manon. But I was like, round 3 is very close. Because I gave round 5 is really close. Like, these are 2 very big swing rounds that literally you could give it to either person. Seeing, like, the striking numbers, I can see giving this round to Shevchenko. Was this the round that she did the spinning shit, or was that round 2? Was this the round where she landed the doubles, those 2 spinning back kicks? Then this round might have actually been more clearly to Valentina, to be fair. But very close fight. A pick that I switched going into this fight week, I was picking Manon Fiorot. I was like, Manon's too big for her. And in my head, like I said in my picks and breakdown, I had this image of Manon Fiorot where she's a really dynamic striker and she's super quick and, you know, she's got a lot of quick twitch muscle and she's just this, that, and the other. But she just isn't. Still very competitive. This fight just shows me that Valentina is going to lose to another girl that fought on this card, very clearly. Manon, I don't really know what you do with her now. This was like the whole point of her fighting, was that she was like going to be the girl to take her down. Manon, I guess you could do her versus Alexa Grasso, I guess, because Alexa just lost to my future wife. No, not my future wife, but I wish. The grappling didn't really play that huge. It was a lot of clinching going on in this fight, and Manon, you could tell that's where Manon was very, like, the size parity played heavily in the clinch game. Manon is a lot bigger than her, was able to control her a lot more. She had like 2 minutes of control time every fucking round. But yeah, Valentina won. Good win. You can either do her versus Natalia Silva, which is what you should do, or Zhang Weili. I don't know. Whichever one you want to do. We move. Woo! We move to the featured fight. Jose Aldo versus Aiemann Zahabi. I'm going to say what a lot of people probably said about this fight. I thought Jose Aldo won rounds 1 and 2. I thought he won rounds 1 and 2. I thought he won round 1 very clearly. Round 2 was close. It was very competitive, but I think I gave it to Jose Aldo. I think he edged it out. Even though Aiemann landed one more strike, I think Jose Aldo's strikes were more potent. Round 3, I gave to Aiemann. It's a weird round because Jose almost fucking killed him with a soccer kick, but then Aiemann took him down and made him almost like quit on the ground with a bunch of elbows. He landed like 50 unanswered elbows on the ground. So, I thought Jose won. Jose retires and doesn't even get a retirement package. Anthony Smith gets a 10-minute fucking send-off. Jose Aldo, we have to just see him speak Portuguese and say that he doesn't want to do this anymore and that he doesn't feel like he can do it anymore. And everyone's just like, well, that's fucking sucks. And then we got to get into fucking 5 rounds of Valentina Fior. Yeah, I'm very sad about this one. I'm very sad. Good win, I guess, for Aiemann Zahabi. No one gives a shit, though. Like, the fact that Jose Aldo ended his career on 2 very questionable decisions against Batista and Zahabi pisses me off so much. Because Jose should have won this one. He should, in my opinion, I thought he won rounds 1 and 2. I think round 2 is competitive and close, but I gave it to Jose. And the Mario Batista fight was also very close. And now we have to see Aiemann Zahabi get like a fucking highly ranked fighter that I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care about this fucking guy at all. I don't care. He's a scrapper, man. He's a scrapper. He's decent on the mic, but dude, I'm just so sad. Good win for you. You fucking... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, who do you even give a fucking Aiemann Zahabi? He's gonna move... Dude, Aiemann Zahabi's gonna be, like, top 11, bro. You gotta be shit. Dude, this dude's gonna fight fucking Cejudo or Font next, bro. Or fucking Davison. Fuck you, Aiemann Zahabi. We move to Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. Natalia just outworked her, man. Did more every round. Outstruck her, landed the better shots, landed a push side kick to the face in round 1. Landed some spinning back kicks every now and then. Landed a lot of head kicks that landed flush. Natalia's a problem. I think she beats Valentina. I think she's too fast. She is the only girl that can match that speed and also, like, the dynamic aspect of fighting. She's so fucking good. And Valentina is not the type of fighter to walk somebody down. And you also got to take into the factor that Natalia Silva has like a 90-something%, 92% takedown defense. Dude, she lands 5 strikes per 2.5 that gets landed on her. She doubles people up. Alexa, like I said she would be, she's just too slow for a Natalia Silva. Her boxing's really good, and she landed some solid jabs and right straights, but, like, besides that, she just got outworked in this fight very clearly. Not a lot she could have done. Alexa Grasso, like I said, she should fight Manon Fior, probably 5-round main event of a fucking Apex card, because that's what we're going to fucking deal with. Solid fight. Probably the least entertaining, I'd say, out of the main card. And Manon Shevchenko was kind of stinky, because it was 5 rounds as well. But Natalia gets a title shot. This is guaranteed. She's number 1 in the division now. Alexa, like I said, look her and Manon Fior. She just doesn't have, like, that same magnitude or aura about her that she did on her title run into title reign. Natalia Silva's got all the aura in the world. She's now, what, 6 or 7-0 in the UFC? She's got wins over Alexa now, Jasmine Jasudavicius, Viviane Araújo, and then Jessica Andrade. And she's just working these girls. She's doing just so much more than them in the fight and winning very clearly. Can't wait to see her in a title fight. In the title fight, she'll probably win. I think she's very good. We move to the start of the main card: Benoit Saint-Denis versus Kyle Prepolek. Benoit won. Damn, Kyle didn't land a single fucking thing in round 1. But I think we can all agree, watching this fight, Benoit might be cooked. I'm going to be dead ass with you. Round 1, he dominated with the grappling. Took him down very early. Walked him down through some like big kicks. And then took him down and held him down for basically the entire round. Round 2 starts. And he's exchanging in the pocket with Kyle Prepolek. Tell me why Kyle Prepolek is dinging this man on the fucking feet. He's like tagging him with hooks and shit, dude. And I thought Benoit actually got hurt at one point. I was like, this motherfucker's about to get chinned by fucking Kyle Prepolek. And then he took him down and then subbed him. Benoit would have had a fucking exorcism done on him by fucking Joel Alvarez. Joel would have fucked him up bad. Yeah, I don't see Benoit making the top 10 at all anytime soon. He's just too much of a marauder at a division where there's so many sharpshooters. Like, even unranked, like, Ludovic Klein, I think, would beat Benoit Saint-Denis. Muktabek Orabai would make a very competitive fight with Benoit. He might actually beat him. Rufi would beat Benoit. Who's another? Ignacio Bahamondes is now unranked. I think Ignacio could beat Benoit Saint-Denis if he's stable, if he stays away from the takedowns. He's too much of a sharpshooter. Manuel Torres, Benoit Saint-Denis would actually be a crazy fucking scrap. But yeah, Benoit, he just didn't improve anything, in my opinion. He looks very still the same. Just a marauder. Good win, though. Good way to get back in the win column. But I don't know if this is it for... I don't think this is... We'll find out in his next fight when they match make him, but this might turn bad. We move to the featured prelim. Mike Malott versus Charles Radke. This is a fight that I switched my pick on. I was picking Mike Malott the entire way into this fight week, and then fight week, everyone was picking fucking Charles Radke, and I started watching tape, and I was like, dude, Charles Radke's a monster, man. He's got such a good left hook, man. A left hook is what actually puts him out. Round 1, I gave very clearly to Mike Malott. Mike not only outstruck him, he landed the best shots of the round. Round 2, literally a scrap for as long as it lasted, a whole 26 seconds. Charles Radke gets into exchange with him. Phone booth, left hooks, exchange. Mike Malott's is just so much harder and puts Charles Radke the fuck out. Dinks his head on the fucking canvas a couple times. Radke cannot say it again because he is actually knocked unconscious. Both Radke and Bilal both lost. They are training partners, by the way. Mike Malott, good win. Probably going to get him a top 15 fight again. That's 2 wins in a row. That was a very dominant performance over Charles Radke. He looked very solid, honestly. Actually, could you give him a top 15 guy, welterweight? But, like, why would you? Like, I don't care about any of these fights. You could do him versus, like, Neil Magny, too, dude. Phil Rowe, maybe you could do. Randy Brown, Mike Malott, anybody? I think that'd be kind of a cool fight. Fucking hell. Or Chidian Njokuani. There's a lot of unranked welterweights you could put Mike Malott against that I think would be fireworks. But, god damn it. Good win for Mike Malott. Back in on a winning streak. We'd like to see that Mike Malott. You know, let's go, Mikey. We move to Jessica Andrade versus Jasmine Jasudavicius. Jasmine walked her down on the feet. Didn't care about the strikes coming back towards her face. Double leg, picked her up, slammed her, got the rear naked choke very quickly. Jasmine's a problem. All right, she's a problem. She's an old problem because she's 36, but she's a problem. All right, she is 36, right? She is, yes. Dude, Jasmine is going to move to top 7. They're going to have to give her like a fucking Macy Barber. Give her a Macy Barber. Or, if you don't do Manny Negrasso and you give Barber one of these 2 fights... Does Macy have a fight booked? Oh, she's fighting Erin Blanchfield, isn't she? Fuck. Rose is fighting Miranda. That's a main event. What the fuck? I guess if you do like the winner of this versus one of these gals, then you could do Jasmine versus the other, but I think Jasmine should just fight that fucking... God damn it. Just do something with this lady. She's one of the more consistent WMMA fighters on the roster. Natalia Silva victim, by the way, in her debut. Very good win. Jessica Andrade. Not a lot of people can say they've done that to Jessica. Finishing her in the first round the way that she did with like minimal damage. Like Yan Xiaonan kind of did that. Besides that, not a lot of people. A lot of people are scared on the feet against her. Jasmine walked her down, took her down, and then subbed her. Great win by Jasmine Jasudavicius. We move to Modestas Bukauskas versus Ion Cutelaba. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought this one was a pretty clear decision for Ion Cutelaba. Dude, even round 3 was really close. What the fuck? Yeah, Ion just seemingly did more than him. Like, even in round 3. Like, I forget which of the rounds I thought was closer than what it looked like. It was either round 1. I think it was round 1 is the round I thought was kind of close. Round 3 I gave to Modestas. I forget why exactly. I think it's because he hurt him, maybe. Because these striking numbers don't show that he should have won. Ion just did a lot of, like, smaller, like, volume shit. Like, and Modestas was looking for, like, one-punch KOs, you know what I mean? I thought Ion clearly won. I thought it was at work. I thought it was 2-1 Ion, round 1 and 2 going his way. I picked Modestas Bukauskas, by the way. But, yeah, good win for Modestas, I guess. He moves. The win streak stays alive. Ion Cutelaba, I don't know. He's very inconsistent as a fighter. Decent fight. There were some moments that were like really cool, but besides that, it was like, but yeah, good. We move to Navajo Sterling versus Ivan Erslan. This is a really close fight. Not really close, but like, it was closer. These striking numbers don't even make sense for round 1. I thought Ivan won round 1 from like when I was watching. I thought he landed really solid shots. I guess he didn't. Maybe I'm misremembering this fight. Round 2 I gave to Navajo. He started getting takedowns. He controlled Ivan for quite a bit of time and was tagging him up. Round 2, the first half of it was really competitive. And then there was this moment where Navajo got tagged by... not Navajo. Ivan got tagged by Navajo. And he started like waving on the crowd. And then he started exchanging, and then every single time they disengaged, he waved on the crowd, and they were just throwing hooks at each other. Navajo just, like, grabbed him and was like, fuck this. Elbowed the fuck out of him, and Ivan was like, oh, fuck. He was like, I can't wave on the crowd anymore. And then just gets check-hooked and face plants. And you could have stopped it. You could have really stopped, because he literally he started eating the fucking canvas. And then Navajo was just like, ugh, he's got terrible finishing instincts. He ended the scrap very well, though. Navajo won. I gave it... On my scorecard, I had it 29-28. I guess it was more likely 30-27. Good win for Navajo. He knocked him down, almost finished him. Navajo. I don't know who you give Navajo Sterling next. You probably give him, like, Ion Cutelaba, probably. You probably do that fight. Either that or Modestas. But Navajo, he's going to be in UFC 5 probably in, like, the next 3 weeks for some reason. They're going to push this guy because he's city kickboxing, of course. That's what they do with all of them. But good win. Actually, like, solid performance. We move to Marc-Andre Barrio versus Bruno Silva. I didn't expect Marc-Andre to flatten him. I expected Marc-Andre to win. I thought he would outpace him. Dude, he killed Bruno Silva. he dented his fucking skull in with an elbow. Basically, Marc-Andre starts walking him down, doesn't respect him. Bruno Silva just doesn't have that same mystique on the feet about him where it's like one shot and you can be out, dude. He's very hesitant to throw now. He's very like, don't walk at me. I'll throw this lazy jab. Looks like, he looks like Chase Demore out there. Bruno gets walked back into the cage. Marc-Andre he just presses him against the fence, starts putting his head down, elbows him on the side of the head, dents his fucking skull in, and then lands like 2 more elbows and knocks him out cold for 6 minutes. Bruno Silva had to get stretchered out of there. It's bad. He had a fracture in his skull. He looks fine now, it's what they're saying, but that's a scary moment. Bruno needs to get cut. For his safety, he doesn't want to fight anymore. And I think the UFC needs to realize that. What is he, 1-7 in his last 8? Let's check this out. His last win was fucking Brad Tavares for some reason. 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, 0-3, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, 1-7. He's 1-7 in his last 8, guys. Get him out of here. He's a detriment to his own health. He's going to get killed in there. And a fractured skull, even if you keep him on the roster, he won't fight for like a year and a half. Just cut him. Get it done and over with. Send him to the regionals. Don't sign him either. He doesn't want to fight anymore. Pereira fucked him up. He broke his fucking face. And now he's still fighting. And he's getting fucking knocked out by Marc-Andre Barriault, dude. Who was the last person Marc-Andre Barriault knocked out? Was it Julian Marquez? Another guy that took just too much damage in a fight and then just kept fighting. It was a good win for Marc-Andre. Scary KO. I hope Bruno's alright. Marc-Andre back in the win column. Good for him. Canada actually looked big tonight. They won big. Even if one of them was, in my opinion, a robbery. But, we move to Daniel Santos versus Jung Young Lee. Daniel just won. I thought he could have won in basically every round. I think round 1 I was competitive and I gave to Jung Young Lee. I thought he hurt Daniel Santos more. Round 2 and round 3 were very clearly to Daniel Santos. He just started taking Jung Young down easily. Like actually very easily was taking Jung Young Lee down. Jung Young got tired. He allowed the takedowns, kind of allowed Daniel to get to his hips easily and kind of just like got picked up, taken down, got in a seated position, and was like, ugh. It's like one of those ones where you can tell the fighter's really trying because their face is like, I'm trying to get up. Yeah, Jung Young Lee just got tired so fast. And it's like he's so much smaller than you, guy. He's so much smaller. And Jung Young didn't have the same quickness that he usually has. It was a banging fight. Like on the feet, whenever they were on the feet, it was actually really fucking cool. They were slugging. But yeah, Daniel Santos, first fight at featherweight in the UFC, pays off. He wins huge. Good win for him. I don't know if he stays up here. He probably does. He has huge weight cutting problems, which I don't like at all. Fix that shit. He missed weight originally for a featherweight fight. He's a bantamweight, by the way. He missed weight originally, made weight on his second attempt, but still, that's fucking terrible. Good win. Good win for Daniel Santos. We move to the start of the entire card, Brad Katona versus Beksat Almakhan. Literally, Brad just looked so scared after the first thing that Beksat threw, which was like a straight right, and it landed flush. You could tell Brad Katona was like, this guy's really fast. I need to start wrestling. And then he tried to like chain a jab feint into a double leg and ate an uppercut for it. Beksat's too fast. He was too quick for him. Too much quick twitch on him. Brad Katona realized that. He was like, I can't exchange with this guy. And he was like, let me try and get this fight to the ground. His first attempt at getting to the ground, he got fucking flatlined for it. Beksat's scary. If you allow him to stay on the feet, man, he's too quick. Too much quick twitch muscle on him. Too fast, too powerful. Knocked down Umar. Knocked out Brad Katona. Hopefully he fights more often. This was like a fight like a year and a half off. Not a year and a half. A year and like 2 months, actually. Good win for him. Good win for Beksat Almakhan. Good job. You little Marab Umar man baby. Like, he looks like Marab when he has no facial hair. He's got like the bulbous light bulb head. You know what I mean? He looks like a gremlin. UFC 315 was fun. It was better than I thought it would be, which I like when that happens. Jack Della Maddalena, man. This guy's a fucking problem. I don't see anyone besides, like, maybe Buckley. Maybe. And even then, Buckley is like, do you think he's too chinny? I think Jack beats Sean Brady. I think he beats Shavkat. I think he beats Ian Gary. I think he'd probably beat Kamaru. Not probably, I think he would beat Kamaru Usman. Joaquin Buckley's a tricky fight because Joaquin's got the weirdest style of them all, but I think even then he beats him. Jack's too good. Jack is really good. I was wrong about Jack Della Maddalena, and I'm happy to say that. Violence, baby. Violence is instilled in the welterweight division. So, yeah. This weekend, we have UFC Vegas 106, Burns versus Morales. I'll get those picks down for you on Wednesday or Thursday. I'll try and get a video out for you guys this week. I'll figure something out. But, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.